This is Thomas Barrett from Hal Waldman and Associates. Our video today is going to be kind of general, and it's going to just address what determines whether or not I have a personal injury lawsuit and what qualifies as a personal injury lawsuit. So the area of law in which we practice is generally and broadly known as negligence, which is some person or company was negligent. They didn't do what a reasonable, careful, prudent person would do. And because of that, you were hurt, or your family member was hurt. That's a different area of the law than, let's say, contracts, for example, where I'm supposed to cut your grass and you give me $10 and I don't cut your grass and now you want the $10 back. That's a breach of contract. Of course, that's a very small contract. Negligence is you weren't careful, you did something wrong, and you hurt me. Now, under that umbrella, there are 50 different types of negligence claims you could have. The most obvious is the rear-end car accident, right? You're stopped at a red light, somebody's looking at their phone, somebody dropped their compact disc on the floor, which tells you how old I am, and they ran into you. They were negligent. They did something that a careful, reasonable, prudent person wouldn't have done. They rear-ended my car, my face hit the steering wheel, and now I'm injured. That's a personal injury lawsuit, right? In the dog bite situation, you're walking down the street out of nowhere, two big, large, aggressive dogs come at you, knock you to the ground, and bite your face and cause you to have scars. Somebody was negligent there, right? How did those dogs get out of the house? How did those dogs not only get out of the house, but get out of the yard, run across the street, attack me? Their owner wasn't careful. Their owner wasn't reasonable. Their owner wasn't prudent. Because of that, I have facial scars. That's a personal injury lawsuit. I'm walking on the street and I come across a slab of concrete that's 6 inches higher than all of the other slabs of concrete. And because I'm looking at my phone, I trip. Now, probably shouldn't have been looking at my phone, but that concrete also shouldn't have been 6 inches higher than the other concretes. Who wasn't reasonable, careful, prudent? The property owner. The property owner knows that the concrete is elevated. They know that's a tripping hazard. They didn't fix it. I tripped on it. I became injured. That's a personal injury lawsuit. Side note on that, and this ties into a video I did on slip and fall accidents, the first thing that property owner is going to say to me is, why weren't you watching where you were going? But that's just another example of ways in which a person can be negligent. In the nearly 26 years that I have been handling these types of claims, I have seen things that people wouldn't think of. I settled a case for a guy once who was knocked over by a cow. The owner knew that it was a rude cow, and the cow knocked the guy over and he got hurt. I got that guy money. I've settled cases where people have fallen off of roofs, where people have stepped on nails, where people have fallen off of boats or had coolers on boats slam into them. There are literally unimaginable ways that people can be injured in this world. And the really two questions that tells a person if they have a personal injury claim is, was somebody negligent? And was I hurt? And if the answer to those two questions is yes, then you've got a personal injury claim. Thank you.